who has a worse putting stroke, me or Donald Trump?
Well, it's funny because Donald Trump's putting stroke is like he uses some wrist, but he's got like a he doesn't have a hitch. His is just kind of straight back, and then he finishes on the left side.
He rolls those hands over.
He rolls his hands over. So I don't know, dude. I'm curious to see what people say. I think you have one of the worst putting strokes I've ever seen, but you make 65 footers.
Yeah, we're not in the club, but we're right next to it. Me and my crew, we are country club adjacent. Country club adjacent. Country club adjacent, baby. Country club adjacent. Country club adjacent, baby.
Welcome back to another episode of Country Club Adjacent.
Wait a second. You're doing the intros? I kind of want to be the intro guy.
You're the intro guy?
I'm kind of like the intro guy. So, like, I just think that, like, you don't know the topics.
Yikes,
So,
Griff.
like, why would you do the intro and then I have to explain them to you?
Yeah,
and I just
it's going to
feel
take
like
up time.
you're not a performer enough to do the intro, so why don't I do the intro?
Also, I'm wearing a Country Club Adjacent hat. Mark's wearing a Country Club Adjacent hat. You're wearing a Cat's Delicatessen. Has nothing to do with our brand.
No, it's actually off-brand.
It's off-brand
So,
for
like,
us.
why would you do the intro if you're not even branded?
Unbelievable.
That's ridiculous. Welcome back.
To another edition of Country Club Adjacent.
I am your host. And the only host, Mark the Dark Dartsman.
Glyph.
Next with my co-host. No, take it away. You want to do the intro?
Take it away.
the Glotz.
Stotts the Glotz, dude.
Stotts the Glotz.
Chip shots with Stotts the Glotz. And Grars the Pars Marson.
Woo, that sounded Scandinavian. I love that. Here's the thing, guys. We're all going to do the intro
At the
once.
same time.
Every
one
single week.
time.
Yep. Nothing they can do about it.
Anything.
Nothing they can do. Today we're going to be talking about the British Open. We're going to talk about Xander Schauffele just being a stud in general, and Bryson and Trump for YouTube. What a time to be alive. Do you guys watch a lot of the British Open?
Yeah. I watched it every day except the fucking last day because it ended like 2 hours early.
Yeah.
I was waking up every day at like 9:30ish a.m.
So sick.
to watch it.
That's so sick. I was going to bed watching it.
Well, that's the thing. I was going to bed watching it, but then I would wake up around like
Going to bed watching.
yeah.
Well, it started at 10:30.
Yeah, I
1:30.
know.
1:30.
No, it started at 1 a.m.
1 a.m., 1:30 a.m.
1:30 a.m. Yeah, I was watching it too at night, and then I would fall asleep, and I'd wake up. I'd set my alarm so I could wake up and watch it. And on the last day, I woke up at 9:30, and it was over. They were pulling out the fucking trophy, and I was like, "Wait, isn't it supposed to last longer on the Sunday?" I was sad, but I mean, good for Xander. I just missed every shot on Sunday.
I think it's the best major, and I think it's also dope because it won in the morning. You can watch it. Mark, did you watch it for like 4 hours?
Yeah. I just like, because that's one of my favorite tournaments to watch because it's literally on right like as I'm like getting ready for bed. That 2 to 4 region, I'm like looking at the clock being like, 2:30 is okay. And then it gets to 3 and I'm like, 3:30 is fine. And then it's like 3:45. You're like, I mean, it's got to be 4. But there's golf on.
Yeah,
So
it's hard to not watch it.
It feels like it's not like you're not doing something bad.
Yeah.
5 in the morning, you're ready to go to bed, and you're like, oh, fuck, Tiger's about to tee off.
Yeah, he's about to tee off right now.
Not going to bed.
Might as well Uber Eats a McDonald's order.
Yep.
Slam a Coke at 6 o'clock in the morning and
Why
then
not?
really feel bad.
Yeah.
Well, then you're officially a morning guy.
If you're up in the morning, you're officially a morning
You're a
guy.
morning guy.
It no matter
Doesn't matter how you get there.
Doesn't matter how you get there.
Dude, it is honest. It's my second favorite major. Like I love the British Open, but I just like the Masters makes me the most excited.
It's the biggest one, and that's what gets everyone excited.
Yeah.
The only one I haven't been to. But
Yeah.
I have been to a British Open, and maybe it's more exciting going to it because you're in an exotic foreign land. The weather's shit and everything's gray and brown, but it's cool. It's in a foreign. Everyone sounds different. The food's different. Just these little pubs and just like the cute hotels. It's different.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Masters, sorry about
No, go.
Oh, speaking of the Masters.
No one talked about the Masters.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
It's Dustin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's his second
I
favorite
checked
major.
out.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite major
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah. That's bad. That's wrong.
As of today, the Tuesday, July 23rd.
Your feelings aren't valid.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sorry, go ahead.
Today, the lottery came out for the Masters. I didn't get it, but do you know anyone who's won the lottery for the
no,
Masters?
it's rigged.
You think it's rigged? I think it's rigged. Sorry
Gotta
for
be
going off
rigged.
topic.
Why
I wanted to
wouldn't
bring
they
that
rig
up.
it?
Huh?
Why wouldn't they rig it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious because like
The Masters lottery is.
Dude.
I don't know if you've ever watched the documentary on the McDonald's scandal.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what the Masters.
What are we talking about?
lottery is.
McFlurry machines? What the
No.
fuck?
The scandal where the Monopoly game.
Oh, what,
Yeah.
how did that? What
Yeah.
was the scandal there?
So they contracted the Monopoly games. Like the McDonald's contracted a high risk security firm to handle the winning tickets. Well, the top guy on that security firm was stealing the winning tickets and selling them off to like his family members.
Yep.
And like members in the
friends.
mob and friends.
Yep.
And so like by proxy, he was getting cuts of these winning tickets, yet nobody was actually winning these
Yeah, it was all just
sweepstakes.
everyone within this top security guy, this
his
top
circle.
security team in his circle was winning.
Dude, I used to
Yeah.
love those because I was always like, I'm going to get it today.
Yeah.
So the
it was
Masters.
a physical impossibility for you to ever win one.
Yep.
Oh, no. So,
Literally.
okay, if you're working at the Masters and you have control of that, you could be handing out tickets and making a big boatload
yeah.
of money, dude.
That's exactly what they're doing.
There's no way they're not, Mark.
Do you
I think
remember-
you just exposed the Masters.
There's absolutely no way that these cucks who kill birds and add fake bird sounds to their tournament, they have a number on the amount of black people let into the course that they don't. We didn't need that one, but it's true. It's called the Masters.
it's on a plantation.
Yeah, it's on a plantation.
Women have never played the course.
Women have never played the course. Like there's no way that they're not rigging who they want coming. Imagine if it was a real lottery and then I win.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out
Yeah,
of
no
here.
don't
way,
want
a
you
guy
there,
like
Mark.
that.
No shot.
You know what's fucked up? The women's Masters isn't at Augusta National.
I thought it was. They play a women's
No, it's the
tournament
amateur.
there.
It's the amateur.
The amateur.
Yeah,
But they
the
do
amateurs
have a
there.
tournament.
No,
there.
but the women's masters is actually in the clubhouse of Augusta, inside of the kitchen, and that's where they hold the Augusta women's masters.
Yeah, it's whoever-
because that's
whoever
how
makes-
they view people.
It's whoever makes the best pimento cheese sandwich.
Oh. Okay,
Yes,
that's
yes,
who wins.
100%.
Damn, dude.
Well, there was a dude that got popped in the last year for like, I think he was in charge of like low key flipping merch.
Yeah, and his name was Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
and he worked for Augusta.
But some dude did get popped. He'd been doing it. I think he'd made like $1.5 million over the last few years.
you made that much money selling Masters merch?
That's-
Dude, I heard that and I was
crazy.
like,
Holy cow.
damn, dog. Holy
Unbelievable.
shit. This guy was low key under the radar, flipping, I think, merch like for a few years.
Yeah.
And enough to buy a house. But I think he's in jail now.
Wow.
I don't know. I want to know if anybody knows.
I saw a list that was interesting that it was like who's gonna be the first to win the next career Grand Slam? Is it gonna be Rory? Is it gonna be Jordan Spieth? Is it gonna be now Xander Schauffele? Is it gonna be Scotty Scheffler? Is it gonna be Bryson DeChambeau? Is it gonna be who else has a bunch?
Colin.
Colin Morikawa. Like who do you think is gonna win the career Grand Slam first, if any of them?
Can I just say really quickly?
Go.
Thank God for Xander Schauffele, because if Billy Horschel were to win the Open, I would have never played golf again.
Why do people hate him so much?
You want my opinion?
He was outspoken against Liv, whatever,
Yeah.
but
I think people dislike Billy Horschel because he looks like Patrick Bateman and he gives off psycho vibes, dude. He gives off American Psycho, put on a rain jacket, turn on some fucking Billy Idol and then kill you while having sex with you vibes.
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say his face.
Yeah.
Mostly his face. Nothing really other than his face is weird.
I don't have anything. You know what's funny is actually this week is the first time I like really started to warm up to him. Like I've always I've always disliked him because I went to Florida State and he's a Gator. So
That's
naturally I was just like, yuck. For that, and he also he was outspoken against Liv. He always he dresses like the country club douchebag, like the most quintessential. Like if he wasn't a pro golfer, he'd be wearing G4 everything. Like that's what he looks like. But this week, for whatever reason, I found him endearing, and I was
he shot 84.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he shoot 84?
He opened up with an 84 at Memorial.
Wow, what a legend, dude.
Mark. Well,
I was like, wait a second, are you?
Did he not?
Did Firestone. Here's the thing. I met him at the PGA show.
Yeah.
And very nice dude. I was like, hey, you're a big fitness guy. Do you have any tips on fitness for golf? And he lit up and gave us this really good tip and went into it for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't have to do that.
And that's the exact reason why people don't like him is because anybody that's going to give time out of their day, especially a PGA Tour pro golfer, that's going to his eyes are going to light up for a fitness tip. Yucky, bro. I think also no one has given. We've talked to a lot of PGA Tour players. We know who the nice ones are because their name rings out in the streets, right? They're like, oh, that guy's a good guy.
Yeah.
That guy's funny. No one ever says that about Billy Horschel. No one ever, in his circle of golfers, people aren't championing this guy oh, this is a nice guy. That it's like Rory Sabatini. These guys get bag names for a reason, right?
No, Matt Every says he likes him.
Okay, but are you going to take any word from Matt Every?
You're right. He's also a Florida Gator. So
yeah, Matt Every is I'm not going to say something bad about Matt Every, but he's not the type of guy that I'm going to go for to be yo, who are the nice people around? You know
Matt Every is not a nice person. He would not accept
Matt
the
Every
money that Jake owed him.
Yeah.
And he wants to hold it over his head for the rest of his life.
Matt Every is if I got my tour card.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking love Matt Every.
Love Matt. He's the guy you invite to a member guest to maybe help you win and party with and get hammered with, yet he just happens to have won the Arnold Palmer twice.
Yeah,
I know.
That's who he is.
And he wouldn't show up. He would be
he'd
your
show up
ringer.
10 minutes late.
He'd show up 10 minutes late.
Too.
And he
he would shoot a 64. He would come out. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
I think because we've had what PGA
I played against Matt Every.
Exactly.
I've had to play against him in the competition. And he won.
Yeah.
And then Jake immediately was like, do you feel good about yourself? It's like stealing candy from a baby. Do you feel good about yourself?
No, but that's the thing. He's that guy.
Yeah.
He will come out and shit on a fucking amateur tournament. Be like, haha, fuck you, I won.
He played terribly too.
It's so funny. It's hilarious. It's a good bit. It's a good bit.
He's definitely the stick to where we've brought some ringers out and they've never worked out for us in scramble tournaments. No shouts out to Dylan Block.
But we love you.
+6 my fucking ass.
But we love you.
But we love you.
+6.9.
+6.9.
But we love you. Nice.
But Matt Every, I feel would show up hungover and still fire off a 64 and then make fun of you about it.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to go to Matt Every to be like, who are the nice guys on tour?
Yeah, that is true. You're not going to
He would know. He has he knows the scoop on everyone.
I don't know. There was a lot of people talking shit too about the backward hats at the
let's
Open.
clarify something. You were sarcastically watching the British Open filming. He goes, I can't believe these people have their hats on backwards. It's disrespectful to the game.
Because I had seen tweets about it and I was like, this is the dumbest take ever. And it was tweets from people that were being serious because
they were actually mad.
They were actually
and didn't know why players turn their hat on backwards because the rain.
The rain, it drips in front and
so
also
you're mocking
prevents
that
you from
in our
dripping in the back.
stories.
Yeah.
We get
slew.
I have to field about 40 angry DMs on Facebook alone, and because I had just posted, and I posted the second your response, and I'm like, go watch all of our stories, and there's a bunch of, oh my bad, dude. I'm like, how do you not get that's a
dude?
Joke from us?
It was so silly. Like it happens every year because there's always rain. The guys turn their hats around because it's fucking. You don't want the water dripping down your neck. You don't want it distracting you when you're putting. So I just thought it was funny that that people were actually having that take that a backwards hat was disrespectful to golf, and it's like, no, dude. The only thing disrespectful in golf is when you wear your hat in the clubhouse. Take it off when you get in the clubhouse, and also tuck in your fucking shirt, you losers.
Unless you
Somebody
buy.
is not going to get what you just did there.
I know. And the people aren't gonna. And the only way that it's okay, that as Wheels is about to say,
is if you get the inside hat from countryclubadjacent.shop.
oh,
Yeah, bingo.
who's wearing it right now?
Oh! Let's go.
He's wearing it.
And also, that's weird. When it rains, I don't want my face to get splattered with whatever, dude.
With cum?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
When are you ever like outside in the rain and you're like, dude, my face is just getting splattered,
Oh,
right?
I just want to get splattered in my face.
Dude, that rain is really splattering right now.
Dude, Mark, your cum is really splattering me right now. So it's just silly, dude. People have dumb takes and they're stupid. Wear your hat backwards, untuck your shirt, take your fucking shirt off. Don't wear shoes. Just as long as you're having fun playing golf, that's fine. Don't restrict us.
Well, it's back to this microcosm of people taking golf too seriously.
Yes.
Like, people take us joking or being sarcastic or mocking seriously a little too often. Like, dude, you know our brand. You know who we are. Like, why are you taking it seriously?
How can
why
you
are
take it
people
seriously?
so serious in this industry? Like, guys, relax. It's a stupid game.
It is. It is a game. Like, imagine if like there were rules that you're playing Uno, and they're like, "Hey, you can't wear a hat when you play Uno." Like, that's insane.
Okay, to be devil's advocate here.
Okay, devil's Mark Vitt.
It's more of I think golf over baseball, football. Golf is its own culture, right?
Yeah, I know.
So much like hip hop is its own culture. There's a certain optic. There's certain optics on
Right,
it,
if you came and said my top 5 rappers and they were all white guys, you'd be like, you're going to piss off a lot of the hip hop community.
Yeah, so like, especially us being disruptors of this culture and trying to kind of add a new avenue, you're going to get that. I don't think it's necessarily like a wrong way of thinking. I understand the emotion behind everything.
Okay.
If, again, you want to have your style of golf and culture, that's fine. We're going to do ours, but stop taking it so seriously.
Yeah, that's
like,
what this comes down to.
Stop taking it so seriously. Like, I love the game as much as anyone that's listened to this podcast.
Yeah, he's a fucking nerd.
That doesn't mean I'm disrespectful for the game because I have a different point of view on it, you know. And
it does mean you're disrespectful when you take your shirt off at Pinehurst, and it's honestly, I think you should be shot.
If I
agree.
were shredded and had a 6-pack, do you think people would have been less offended?
Yes.
I think you looked shredded though, like you have tits
Yeah,
in
you're
that.
not
bear.
giving.
I
You're
look
not
like a
giving.
bear.
You're not giving yourself enough credit. But I do think if you had like Billy Horschel's build, they would have
Or
been like,
Joaquin.
"Oh, that's fine." Or Joaquin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I tweeted, I love Jason Day's tan rain fit. To the
That
point,
was sick.
To the point where I had to DM Stephen Melvin and be like, "Hey, I didn't see this on your website. Are you going to release this?" He's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Thank God. That's all I want to know." And you know, Golf Digest will post it and like thoughts just to split the crowd. And I was just like, yeah, people are starting to come around and realize this Malbon stuff is fire, and the stuff in your local pro shop is trash.
Yep.
It's trash.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
But anyway, Xander, dude, 2 majors in 1 year.
Yeah, I
Two
mean,
majors.
Do we think that next year he comes into the Masters and wins, and then he goes into the U.S. Open and wins, and then holds all 4 majors at the same time, similar to how Tiger did it?
I think yes, unless Tiger Woods or Rory McIlroy add an SH onto their last names to change their name to Tiger Schwoods or Rory Schmackelroy, because the only people that have won majors this year have been Scotty Scheffler and Xander Schauffele.
And
Bryson
DeChambeau.
DeChambeau.
Oh, it's also the first year since
DeChambeau. See? And that, I didn't even remember that
Bryson
one.
DeTransbo.
And guess what? Still works.
Still works.
So Tiger Schwoods.
Tiger Schwoods, Royal Schmackshme.
It's also the first year since 1982 that 4 U.S. golfers have won all 4 majors.
Wow.
You'd think we would sweep majors like every other year, but no. That tells you how much talent there is. You guys, John Rahm coming in.
Do we think that Xander Schauffele now goes to the Olympics and repeats a gold medal performance?
Maybe. So he's got a gold, 2 majors in 1 year.
Yep.
And he has the complete game to beat Scheffler out.
Yeah.
And to take the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
Dude, we went out to Rancho Santa Fe in San Diego.
Okay.
And the pro there was telling us it wasn't 4 days in a row, but it was 4 consecutive rounds there. It's a tough course. He and Phil go out there to train for majors. He shot 10 under 4 rounds in a row. Like, that's 40 under. That's how good of a golfer he is.
Unbelievable.
And a good dude, because he set the course record, but he let Phil Mickel, he didn't report it, so he let an amateur keep that record.
That's so cool. Dude, I have always liked Xander.
So
I've
good.
always cheered for him. He's like quiet. He keeps to himself. He works hard, and he lets his game speak for itself. And he, for like the last like 4 years, he's just been like right there where he's just like in the hunt. He hasn't necessarily finished, but he's been in the hunt, and now he's starting to finish.
Now
and
I think about it,
love it.
It actually makes sense if you break it down. I've always said the ultimate golfer, if you could create the ultimate golfer, German precision and Asian discipline. Oh, forgot about it. Oh, that's Xander fucking Schauffele.
Wow.
Asian mom, German dad.
Oh.
I was like, oh, we already have that golfer.
Oh shit.
You have those backgrounds coming together.
Yeah.
That's
Asian mom, German dad is like
That's scary.
is top tier. Like
Whoa.
You're gonna
Yeah.
create a beast out there.
Dude, that is a mentally tough warrior.
Think about that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, think about that.
I didn't think about that.
Oh boy, that dude he was set up to be the best golfer in the world with those 2 backgrounds coming together.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think he repeats gold. And I think Wyndham Clark loses
What about
is
Scheffler?
last.
The Scheffler might get it though.
I'd be happy.
It's him and Scheffler.
I just want an American born. I would love my thing when the Olympics start.
think so.
I start to get really excited about the USA. I'm like, let's go, baby. We got to take down Russia. We got to take down China.
Right.
We got to win that
Tong
medal
Lee.
count, dude.
Now, you know who I think is hungry and who's going to want that gold medal and who's going to get it?
You're gonna say Joaquin Neiman.
Nope.
Who?
Rahm.
Oh,
He's been out of the spotlight and it's been bothering him.
That's true.
And he's had a top 10 in every single event, so it's not like he fell off like people think.
I wouldn't mind that because Spain never really is a big competitor when it comes to the medal count. So Spain may have their gold.
Spain is
can
one
have
of the
it.
most athletic countries in the world.
Yeah,
Like,
but in
this year,
terms of the Summer Olympics, they don't compete at a high
Really?
enough level to be
because they got
a strong.
soccer, they've got tennis, they've got great golfers.
Yeah, but there's-
great basketball.
But gymnastics has a lot of medals, swimming has a lot of medals, track and field, and they don't have that. USA has that because we have inner city youth.
All right, who
that
do you
play high
guys
school
think? I'm
sports.
putting my money on Rahm. I think very likely Schauffele or Schauffele's driven because he wants a repeat. Schauffele, Scheffler, Rahm. Who do you guys think is going to win gold medal?
Mark, who
second
do you
and
think?
third.
I would say Schauffele for the gold. I
Schauffele
think
gold.
he's playing good.
Yeah.
He knows how to win. This is definitely a thing where like you need to. I think gold repeats gold in the Olympics.
Okay.
I love that.
Um,
And I think he's playing better than he did 4 years ago when he won.
Does
gold.
he have Michael Phelps caddy for him?
I do not think.
Who do you Mark? Silver and bronze. Who gets those?
I don't think Wyndham Clark even places.
No, Wyndham Clark is getting last.
And I don't
place.
think
He's getting
John Rahm
cut.
places
He
either.
missed the cut.
I don't think John Rahm places either.
You don't think John Rahm places?
No, because he's been hurt. He hasn't been playing, and I think I don't know. I just don't see it from him mentally.
Didn't he play well? What was his rank? What was
In
he
Spain, he got second.
What? No.
Or
What?
tied third.
What did he get in the British? What did he get at the Open? Top 10
I think he finished top 10
this weekend
at the Open. John
at
Rahm.
the Open. What was he? Top 10 guy?
I think he was.
So his game's there.
No, and he hasn't played poorly on Live.
Seventh.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Okay.
then that's
He's trending.
impressive.
He hasn't played bad on Live. He just hasn't won, and
He's adjusting.
and he had injuries.
I think
So-
he's injuries and he's adjusting to the music.
Yeah.
That bothered him a little bit.
in the drone that one time. All right, so you got Xander. Do you have Schauffele in there, top 3?
I do have. Is Rose playing in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always a Justin Rose fan.
You are. I was hoping he won for you.
Yeah, I'm always a Justin Rose fan. That dude is like, and you want to talk about faces that you don't like? Like he started out Billy Horschel to me, right? Like his face sucks. Look at Justin Rose's face.
He's got like a narrow face.
It's
that looks
very English, like Queen's English looking face.
He would like snub you if you got the wrong thing at a restaurant.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't think he's actually that guy.
Yeah.
So that is like a turn on for me.
Hell yeah.
I get a little hard looking at his face now.
Nice.
But he's a stick through and through always, especially in these like pressure filled moments. I could see him taking gold. Like I think Schauffele and Rose definitely battle it out again in the Olympics. Like 100%.
Oh, is that who Schauffele was fighting last time?
Yeah, kind of. Like it was him. Horschel had the lead.
Oh
in the
yeah,
Open.
Horschel was there.
Horschel had a 1-shot lead, right?
At the Open? Yeah.
Okay, then what was that smile for?
I thought you were talking about the Olympics last time. I was like, oh, Horschel's in the Olympics? But now I see.
Yeah. Horschel at the Open was
he was leading.
He was the 54-hole leader.
Yep. You know who I really wanted that guy Dan Brown to win. Doug Brown.
Dan Brown. Yeah, a lot of people wanted Dan Brown.
And then I'm gonna say it again. My Hideki.
Ooh.
Hideki and Adam Scott. I think Justin Rose, Hideki, and Adam Scott are my 3 to watch.
Let's take a break very quickly from the podcast to talk to you guys about, you know him, you love him at this point, the only drink of the golf course for the summer. That is the Finnish long drink, legend of 1952.
Traditional citrus flavoring.
Traditional citrus flavors.
With 5.5% alcohol.
At least 5.5.
Gin with natural grapefruit.
And don't forget about that.
And juniper berry flavors and carbonation.
Mm-hmm.
What a phenomenal drink to have on the golf course when you need something a little stronger than a beer, but not quite stronger than an actual just straight alcohol. Yucky.
Sometimes I just like to shake them.
Yeah. And that shaking produces a lightly carbonated spark from the
right
can.
in your face. Like
right
the juniper.
in your face. Juniper, always going down good with gin. Man, what a phenomenal drink to enjoy on the summer. Make sure you get yours. Long drink, long summer.
Back to the show.
Back to the show. Typically, like the Japanese don't play well at those like links style courses. I don't think that's what they play growing up.
I actually believe that 2 Japanese players got last this year at the British Open.
Let's look that up.
Look that up. I swear to God.
It up right now.
We got wheels on it.
John Daly plays in it every year, and I love that for him.
Yeah, there was one Japanese guy.
One Japanese guy.
Got
plus 23.
Yep.
So yeah,
We
you're
would be
right.
thrilled with plus 23.
Oh my God.
That would be like we
After my-
careered 2 days in a row.
We should reach out to this guy, bro. Aguirre Iwasaki.
Is that the guy from Live?
No.
What's his last name?
Jinchiro.
Jinchiro?
I would
Jinchiro.
love to talk to him to be like,
Jinchiro's
how you
last name.
feeling, bud?
Wow. Yeah, dude,
All right.
that would be sick.
Stotts, who do you think is going to win the Olympics?
So Olympics, I got Schauffele, I got Scheffler, and let's see Adam Scott. I like Adam Scott. Australia always does well at the Summer Olympics.
Did Cam Smith qualify? I don't even know if he qualified.
Cam Smith doesn't have points.
I know. Well, he's played in majors and stuff, so he gets points.
Yeah, check and see who qualified
Cam Smith will
for.
get points, but I don't know if he got enough.
No.
Who else?
I don't know.
Cam Davis is Australian. He might have been the one. They might be taking the other Cam.
I'm curious. That's a bummer if Cam Smith is not in the Olympics.
Minwoo Lee.
Minwoo Lee.
Yeah.
is one, and the other one.
It's probably not Adam Scott.
He's playing decent, maybe. Cam Davis?
Jason Day.
Jason Day.
Oh, yeah. What, how
Adam
we
Scott's
forget
not
about
even
Jason?
there.
How we forget about our Melbourne guy?
Okay, so take that. Let me reverse my picks. So yeah, Schauffele wins. Scheffler is second, and then yeah, I mean John Rahm. You know, I like he isn't playing bad, so maybe he gets
He's
mad
right there.
and he's gonna come in hot.
He's right there. I got Rahm, Scheffler, Xander.
Okay, so you just have a reverse, like almost exactly reverse of mine. You have my third and second.
Yeah, that's what I got right now. But there's always a dark horse. I mean, you got a guy like Rory Sabatini getting. What place did he get, and what age was he? Last Olympics or something?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he was almost 50, and he placed he got a medal.
Wow.
So anything can happen in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And in Brazil, a bunch of dudes didn't go. Top 10 guys didn't even go because they didn't want to get whatever sickness was going on around.
Oh.
So, yeah, dude.
I'm excited for I love the Olympics. Mark, do you watch the Olympics?
I don't watch the Olympics.
Why?
Because I was like an X Games kid growing up, and now that skateboarding's in the Olympics, I watch it now. So yeah, I watch the Olympics.
I was like, wait. I was like, do they? Does the Olympics compete against
golf?
The X Games?
Golf just doesn't feel like an Olympic sport.
No.
It feels like when they added video games into the X Games. It's like, what are we doing?
Did
here,
they?
bro?
Yeah, they did.
Games?
Yeah, they had video
They
games.
did for a little bit, but it's not anymore.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
That's
Okay.
that's straight.
Were you with TSM when they won the X Games?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We just signed that team like a couple months earlier.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
it doesn't
wow.
feel like it because you see guys representing Ireland like Shane Lowry, and you think that's not an athlete.
Dude, that's a guy who I was cheering against harshly during the British Open. Shane Lowry.
Dude, yeah.
I was like, yo, fucking choke, dude.
And a lot of people are cheering against him.
Yeah.
And then people go, why would you cheer against him? Well, very outspoken against Liv, which, hey, you have the right to your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the problem, but it's just he hates, and he attacked our boy Bryson.
Yeah.
Why do you hate Bryson?
Through a post of our video.
Without tagging us.
Without
just
tagging us.
ripped. You just completely ripped it off.
Yeah, let's break this down.
Yeah, let's break
the
down.
The only reason why we hate him is because he didn't give us credit for our video.
Also,
That's a big thing.
That's a huge deal.
a big deal for a little guy like us.
Also, he whines a lot. He was whining about the setup of the golf course, which is fine, but you were the day before you weren't saying shit, and you were the 36 hole leader, and then the next day you start fucking up real bad, and you're like, well, the golf course, come on, dude.
I mean, you have 150 guys out there doing this, competing, and then also on top of that, 20 minutes to play a hole. By the way,
Really?
yeah, because
That's
it was the lost ball. The lost ball that he hit.
Yeah.
They found it, and it took 20 minutes to finish that hole. So the pace of play out there was terrible.
He had to go back
Ugh.
and play his original ball that the fan found. Which would piss me off too. I don't blame him for being shut the fuck up to the fan.
Agreed.
Dude, so let me fucking take my 5, you prick, and then he got a 6. I think it would piss anyone off. But going out to our boy Bryson and just hating on people we like and not giving us credit. I can take that information and guess off the course may not be the coolest dude.
He's probably funny. He's probably actually
The
very
Irish
funny,
are all funny, so I
and,
don't doubt it.
He's probably a good hang. I don't doubt it, but I don't know. There's just something that rubbed me the wrong way about talking shit to Bryson via our content that was funny, and it went viral, and it was silly, and it was not to be taken serious. and
Why does
took
he
it
hate
serious.
Bryson? Because Bryson doesn't start beefs with anybody. So if you're
Yeah.
going after Bryson, why are you doing that?
Jealousy? Exactly.
Because you take a guy who's way out of shape and then a guy who's in the best shape.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
A guy that a guy that shows up and is able to kind of do work without acting looking like that nerd and doing the homework.
Oh, it's a try. He looks at him as a try hard.
Yeah,
And he's like, oh, fuck that try hard.
That's what I think. I think that's a lot of why Bryson gets hate.
Because he's a try hard.
Because he's a try hard. He was getting hate for. There was headlines after the first day. He was saying he's got the wrong driver, right? And then the headlines read Bryson blames his equipment, and it's well,
Not really.
not it. If you want to zoom out, sure, he's not blaming on the equipment. He's saying his equipment is wrong, and if I'm gonna believe someone's blame on the equipment from anyone, it's gonna be the guy that is a scientist with his equipment.
He's like so to the fucking molecule.
Yeah, there's a difference between me being like hitting a driver right and being like, this fucking driver sucks. Fuck this $500 fucking driver because I just sliced one. There's a difference between me saying that and then Bryson hitting one and he's like, my swing speed is just 10 miles per hour, $2 for this 10-gram weighted shaft. What are you going to do? It is.
Yeah. He's dead ass.
He's got it down to the number.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna believe that guy.
Yeah.
And it's not so much try hard, and I think maybe Bryson at first came across as a try hard. To me now, he's just a lover, a pure lover of the game.
He is so dialed
of his game.
Yeah.
Puts his balls in Epsom salt. I mean, that's just like a ridiculous thing to do, but. You know, he wins U.S. Open, so it's like cool. You know, is
Whatever
he a douchebag now? You know, and I saw him in a clip with Trump in the driving range. And Trump asked him, "How long can you hit drivers before they cave in?" And he's like, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And for you, it's like it's a few months. I noticed.
Yeah, it's a few months. I mean, this is my second. This is my second driver. That's sorry, not the face. The second driver that's shaft has snapped at the hosel. Second time that's happened, and I caved in the face of a TaylorMade Stealth. So
And again, people
took one
don't
season
people
of
don't
golf.
believe it. They're like, I see Stotts swing online. He doesn't hit the ball that far. Just go play with him, and you'll see they're real numbers.
Yeah.
Because I went out. Shout out to one of our fans who follows us on Twitter, Chet Stedman. He's awesome. He met up with the range with me and just wanted to like hang and everything. And he was just like, yeah, he's like, you know, like people don't believe Stotts hits it that far, but I can see it because this guy's actually like a stick.
Yeah.
He just showed up to one to hit balls, and he's like he said he's a 2 handicap, but he's like a scratch. And he knew by looking at your swing, he's like, oh yeah, I can see it.
You see the power.
What about me?
He didn't bring up your ball speed, but
You know what my new hack is?
What?
I'm gonna shave down the face of my driver. Oh. So you can do like it's my new chapstick. You could shave your face a little bit,
Okay.
to make it a little thinner,
Little
Like,
hotter.
and it makes it hotter.
Mark has been injured for a while now.
Yeah.
And, you know, we all get back tweaks out there. And
Poor Mark, dude.
Mark thinks he's going to have to get surgery.
No,
we don't think so.
I mean, it's a disc. It's a disc issue, right? Like,
Bulging?
yeah, I mean, I'm certain it's bulging. I mean, when I was 24, I was like cooked for a whole year, and I like literally couldn't move. And I went to the doctor. They did MRIs. They looked at my disc. They were like, "Does your neck hurt?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Well, it's gonna." And that started happening. But he was like, "Yeah, your L4, L5 disc is bulging, pressing right onto the nerve." So I did a bunch of PT for it. I got steroid injections, and then like for the last 10 years or so, like every like. Maybe like twice a year, I would throw it out. It would lock up on me for like a week or two, and then I'd be fine. This one kind of sucks. Like last year, I threw it out coming literally the last 3 days of my Europe trip with Bert.
I remember that.
I was out of commission, and it was like way worse than it's ever been.
Yeah.
And so, but it got better.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't remember how long, but like a month, you know, it was fine. But this one.
This is from moving, right?
This is from moving.
Yeah.
And lifting a box?
I was like lifting shit
All
just
day.
stupid all day, like
Yeah.
just dumb shit.
Yep.
And then like, yeah, and then it was messed up. Then I went golfing on it. And then I went golfing on it again.
Yep.
And like never really gave it time to kind of like set back into place. And
You're my dad.
it's
Damn
just been messed up.
I need my partner,
bro.
dude.
Yeah, it's a rough one. If anyone's got any good PT tips for L4, L5 disc problems, I've been icing. I really
Good.
wish I had like a sonic cold plunge. That really helped.
Dude, go to pause. Go to pause.
What is pause?
Pause?
That's a dog gym.
I was about to say.
dog
I
gym.
was literally thinking the same.
That Stotts goes
PAWS,
to.
and I get on my hands and knees and I
Yeah,
lick some
yeah.
butts. It's really
What
fun.
what is
So it's PAUSE, and it is it's basically a pay as you go spa.
how much?
So you can do an hour contrast therapy, sauna, and cold plunge. Your own room. It's very like nicely lit. It's very comfortable. Really? They got a shower in there. It's your own private space, and $100 for an hour. And it is so fucking worth it. I go there. I try to go there once a week. And I just like sit there. I turn on some 963 megahertz music because you can Bluetooth into the infrared sauna. Sit there for as long as I can take it. Go in the cold plunge and just cycle back and forth 3 times. There's one in El Segundo, so go check it out. Right by the Top Golf.
Right
Big
there,
fan.
Mark.
Yeah, write it down. You
writing it down right now.
Write it down. Pause studio. This is just, if you don't live in LA, it means nothing to you, but if you do, I highly recommend it. I love it. You could even jerk off in there if you wanted to. Yeah, it's your own room. It's your own room.
How about that?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I'm literally just saying.
But that's the thing. You start getting into, your mid 30s, early 30s, your injuries are just inevitable.
Dude, my neck.
Inevitable.
My neck just sometimes, like after I injured it from not stretching and just trying to swing a driver, sometimes I'll just like wake up and my neck just, it hurts for like 3 or 4 days.
Do you sleep on your side or weird ways? I do too.
Sleeper.
And I'm like, I know the culprit. You have to sleep on like a good mattress, good pillow.
On your back.
On the same spot, on your back the whole night. And it's like, that's so hard getting used to that is annoying. But I think once you get used to it, it's easier. But I'm a side and back guy.
Yeah, side and back guy. I'm a side and back guy as well. But you know what? It just, you're right. It sucks. Last time I moved, Mark, I hurt my back. And
I remember that.
Fortunately, it wasn't anything major, and it cleared up after about a week or so. I think it was more or less just like lifting badly, and it was more muscular than it was actually like spinal or disc. But man, that shit sucks. And Griff, remember when we were doing Rams Hill?
That was miserable.
You had to sit on the golf cart the whole time. You couldn't even go over bumps.
Dude, that was miserable, and it's just like being injured sucks. And I can imagine for guys that are pro golfers how that feels. Like
Zalatoris, like is his career done because he had major spinal surgery last year?
Like he had to sit out almost a year.
He hasn't done anything since then either. Like
he's played a little bit here and there, but hasn't done much.
But he hasn't like.
I think he's done okay in one tournament. I think he was a top 10 in one.
He was up there for the Masters, wasn't he?
I don't know.
I thought he was in contention. Something. But I don't think he's had nearly the year he wanted.
He was on fire too. Like he was coming in hot.
So was I, bro. I was literally figuring it out, bro.
Mark beat Matt Every.
Yeah.
Like
I was
unbelievable.
Figuring it out, dude. And just like watching old videos of my swing, and I'm like, man, remember when I could swing that hard?
Remember when I could swing 88 miles per hour?
I could release it. Yeah.
Well, speaking of injuries, Tiger finally took his sleeve off.
Yeah.
And was walking around publicly following Charlie.
I saw that picture.
And it's like looks like he was in a Humvee and there was an explosion that blew up the Humvee and he lost some fellow soldiers in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
He's very lucky to have that leg.
His leg is mangled, dude. But
it's kind of cool.
It is very cool.
Kind of dope.
Dude, I really wanted him to perform well at the British Open.
Not in cold weather.
Because of what Colin Montgomery said.
Yes, I did too.
That was brutal. Colin Montgomery said...
The bitter old fat Scot.
Bitter old fat piece of shit came out and was like, it sucks to watch a golfer get old and go past their prime. He should stop playing because it's embarrassing. That's essentially what he said. And Tiger came back and was like, this was such a fucking own.
Classy, but
it was so he's like, well, Colin unfortunately doesn't have the ability to choose if he can keep playing. I'm invited for the rest of my life, so I get to decide that.
Yeah, he's
such a G.
I think he said he's exempted till 60.
He's exempted till 60.
But you don't want to be playing past that.
Why? I thought it changed to 55.
Well, no. They're giving Tiger a lifetime pass.
Okay.
He can have a lifetime pass.
Well, talk about this.
Were you going to tell Jack Nicklaus before he won the Masters that he's past his prime?
Nope.
And so he wouldn't have played and he would have won?
Yeah.
You're going to tell Freddie Couples every year to don't play in the Masters tournament because he's past his prime?
Nope.
No. You know what you should do? you should eat a fucking BLT sandwich, Colin Montgomery, because you were in the prime of your life for that. Take your Metamucil and eat your BLT sandwich, sit your little white floofy dog on your lap, and watch Tiger as he continues his legacy while yours is dead, bud.
You never had one.
Yeah.
Well, and
bro, Tiger's leg looks like Colin Montgomery's face. It's just scarred up and fucking, it's got spots on it. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Like,
shut up, Montgomery, with your fucking teeth.
even if Tiger doesn't make cuts, the economic effect he has on a town is in the tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So who cares if he even makes the cut?
Who cares if he makes the cut? Also, his resume speaks for himself. He can do whatever he wants. And truth is, I haven't lost hope. I know Mark hasn't lost hope.
Never lose hope, and I never will.
Tiger Woods.
You know what Colin Montgomery's legacy is?
What is it?
It's being given a putt by Payne Stewart. That's his fucking legacy, is he got given a putt because Payne knew his ass was going to fucking choke. So Payne had to give him a putt. And that is Colin's legacy, is give him the putt.
Give him a putt.
Okay? Shut up, Colin.
Yeah.
No one fucking cares.
And here's the thing. We all want to hope Tiger's going to win again. And my thing is, who cares? Even if he goes out and shoots 85, I don't care. We get to see our childhood hero still out there.
Yeah.
It's like Jordan. If they allow Jordan to keep playing, it's like, I don't care if he sucks. We get to see our hero still out there in the mix. I don't give a fuck if he makes a cut. It's still dope.
And not just that, he still hits good shots.
He still hits.
Okay? And I truly believe that he would retire if he knew he didn't have a chance. I think he truly believes that one day his game is going to fall together and the helix is going to go from out here to back to crossing over, and we're going to see a Tiger of old, maybe once, maybe twice, don't know when, but I think it's coming.
Dude, he made the cut. He had to withdraw because of sickness, but he made the cut at Riviera, I believe.
Yeah.
He's still good enough to make cuts. Like, people don't realize how good you have to be. If he's still good enough to make cuts, even if he's not, I want to watch that guy if he can barely swing a golf club. If he still goes out there, we all want to see it.
Jordan was past his prime when he played for the fucking Washington Wizards, and he still averaged 20 points a game.
Exactly.
There's no way that Tiger Woods, the consummate competitor, is going out there with any other thought that I could win.
Literally.
Like there's a reason why he's out there, and it's not to parlor favor in anybody's eyes.
Nope.
It's not to.
He doesn't need to. He's got it all.
It's not to like have fun. It's to win.
Yes.
Okay. So if he's out there, believe it.
Yeah.
Okay. And if Colin Montgomery's out there, please believe he got invited because his fat ass was tired from sitting on his house at home all day, petting his white floofy dog and eating his whatever they eat in Scotland.
Yeah, dude. And also
peanut butter, peanut butter like fluff sandwiches or whatever.
Dude, Scottish food is the worst.
Yeah.
And also he needs to clean his
Haggis
white
is
floofy
delish.
dog's eyes.
Yeah.
The dog's eyes have shit all in them, dude.
Colin Montgomery and Brandel Chambly should just start a YouTube channel together called "This Is What You Shouldn't Do in Golf."
Dude, did you hear what Brandel Chambly said before the Open?
No, what did he do this time?
Oh my God.
What did he do this time?
Oh my God, this was insane. Him and whatever fucking other media pundit was saying that they didn't believe that that Bryson was gonna compete very well at the British Open because they called the Live Tour a part-time job. They said, I don't know what kind of practice they've got for this because they're playing over on the Live Tour, and he's like, yeah, it's like a part-time job.
Yeah, it's like a part-time job. Yet this guy's constantly in the gym working on his game 24/7. He's got a YouTube channel where he's working on the game 24/7. It seems to me that everything that Bryson does is golf related to his game. Seems like a full-time job to me, bud. I don't know any part-timers out here with multiple majors. Okay? Multiple majors.
Literally.
Get out of here,
I know
Brandel.
Bryson well, and he works 60, 70 hours a week.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like I don't know anybody that works hard. He physically could not work harder. He physically could not work more overtime.
It's like they forget that these guys are professional athletes.
Yeah.
It's like they forget that these guys have this innate desire. Literally, in my opinion, when you are so focused on something, regardless of what it is, you are a degenerate. These guys are golf degenerates playing at the highest level. They will never stop. So stop talking shit and shut the fuck up. Literally. Like, these guys are working their ass off regardless of what tour they're on, regardless of where they're going. They are in the media spotlight. They don't want to be embarrassed. They want to compete. They want to win. Be quiet and watch.
Speaking of Bryson just did a YouTube with Trump.
Yep.
And the clips are just coming out wild. I want to ask you and the listeners, you probably saw the clip by now of Trump making that putt. Who has a worse putting stroke, me or Donald Trump?
Well, it's funny because Donald Trump's putting stroke is like, he uses some wrist, but he's got like a he doesn't have a hitch. You've got a fucking hitch. Yours is like, his is just kind of straight back, and then he finishes on the left side.
He rolls his hands over.
He rolls his hands over. So I don't know, dude. I'm curious to see what people say. I think you have one of the worst putting strokes I've ever seen, but you make 65 footers, so I don't know. I know nothing.
Yeah, your putting stroke. Not only that, it's like every hole it changes too.
Yeah.
You have like a double hitch sometimes. Sometimes you got a Jim Furyk reverse loop in there.
Yep.
Sometimes like it's a jab. Sometimes you slice. Like
You got to give me credit. If it changes every hole, the fact that I make any putts is a miracle.
It's incredible. That's why you have your alter ego Flarf.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason why that should go in, and it does.
Well,
I think there is a reason, and I found the reason. Like,
what is it?
I was watching the video that came out. I was like, yeah, Griff makes these putts, and you made these putts. Like, I always know the putt that you're gonna make.
Nashville
was crazy,
that
bro.
was
Vanderbilt.
Nashville, that video's not out yet. When that video comes out, that might have been one of the worst I've ever felt on the golf course. When you made that putt on us, like, I could have quit the whole fucking shebang and was just like, dude, I'm just done, bro. Like,
It's one of those putts that shouldn't have happened.
That shouldn't have happened. And then we were on the same line, closer, and we didn't make it.
Mark
That's it. You guys have playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Mark did say he's going to make this.
Yeah, he did.
He knows.
He said,
I don't know how he knows.
Said Griff makes this
How
putt.
does he know?
And I was like, you're right. We need to make it. We have to make this putt.
From like 55, 60 feet.
It was crazy, dude. I played really well that day. I was in the zone.
yeah, that pissed me off.
Bro, we're on the same team.
I know, but like, dude, it's just like, dude, I was playing very well too, but you were playing like very well inside of me.
Yeah, that's true.
And that it just hurt a little bit.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah, but you gave him but hold on, Mark, you gave him the confidence to be able to like
And
flag
I
hunt
don't want
and-
to I don't want to be the muse. I want to be the star. Okay? I'm not a muse. I'm a star.
You're not the caddy, you're the player.
whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like in you know what? I feel like in Nashville, I was the difference maker on the teams that I played on. I was the difference maker.
Yeah, because you were going through mental anguish. So you were compartmentalizing perfectly. That's the thing is like especially like in comedy, if I'm having a good time in my life, I will bomb on stage.
Yeah.
But if something crazy or like I get in a fight with my girlfriend, I'm gonna kill that night. You know.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something about compartmentalizing. You know, Tiger is cheating on his wife. He's got all these like things that are gonna
Side
come out.
hoes.
He's like he's playing out of his mind, right?
Wow, yeah.
You were going through some stuff, like personal stuff, like,
true.
and you were like worried about it, and like you were thinking about that and just hitting the shots.
Wow.
Well, you need that outlet.
God
you need
damn
that
it.
therapy.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, you don't need that therapy. There's no motivation to really dive into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was crazy. I was the difference maker for sure.
No, you really were. I mean,
Won.
Yeah.
and having watched the THC video, which was a phenomenal video, guys. Go check out our YouTube channel if you haven't watched that video. It's great. Matt did a great job.
Man.
I definitely talked before you started your swing.
I know. You
During.
did.
It was
No,
during.
It was
it was before.
But I will say it was like the second.
Which might
It
as well
was
be mid.
before, and you could, if you were athletic like me, could have stopped backswing.
Not with my speed.
I'm just saying, Tiger stops. You could have stopped.
Yeah. Also, I have the same swing speed.
But
as
it was a
Tiger,
false.
so.
I feel a little vindicated where it was like, I know I wasn't talking during your swing, and that was the big point of contention.
It didn't matter because Griff hit the green and I
but you
drained
jarred the putt, which was great. There were a couple great moments that I really like. There was a part where Matt zooms in when you're talking in your guys' southern lady voice, and it zooms in on me and you could see me like going through it.
Yeah.
Dude. Like there was a part where I look at the camera and I'm just like,
yeah, someone commented like Stotts left Mark speechless at minute whatever.
yeah, 24 minutes in, there's a part where I'm just like, I don't want to be here.
Well, it's not just that video. That entire trip, you were like, stop talking like that. Please
Yeah,
stop talking
it was-
like this.
yeah.
It was.
Nothing wrong.
We had great chemistry out there.
Oh my God! Just stop.
Sometimes people are just bitter and they
You know
don't like
what it
other
was?
people to be
you know
happy.
what I think did it when we went over to the TJ Maxx and we got that good sale on them moo-moos.
Oh, and he
that's
didn't.
what
I can
that-
see your
and he
soul
didn't.
leaving your body.
We invited
right
you,
now.
Mark.
I see
Mark.
the steam.
We sent you a text with
We
the
told you
coupons
to
from
join
TJ
us.
Maxx.
They got good moo-moos at TJ Maxx, and you just said you didn't want to go.
And you got the one with the little daisies on it.
right.
That's right. And I got the lavender color.
the lavender one
Guys,
with
that's
the waves.
about as long as a podcast should be. I've been your host. These are my co-hosts. As always, make sure you check out our YouTube channel. Click like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me at twitch.tv/dartswithmart and our YouTube channel because Fridays and Wednesdays we're going to start going live and watching the videos with you guys.
Let's go.
And,
community building. Also, if you want to build my community, I am going on tour. August 1st, I will be in Stamford, Connecticut. August 2nd, I'm in New York with dates in Vegas and Florida and Arizona to follow. Make sure you go to marksmalls.com for those ticket links. Come on out.
Yeah.
Come on out. Say you're from the channel, and I will give you a big kiss on the forehead.
Oh.
Also, it looks like in the future we're going to be moving some of these podcasts over to a separate YouTube channel. So be looking forward to that so you can actually watch us.
That's right.
And as always, I am manifesting playing my dream courses. If you have a connection at Pine Valley in New Jersey, hit me up because I would love to play it.
Hit him up, dude. Bye.
Yeah, we're not in the club, but we're right next to it. Me and my crew, we are country club adjacent. Country club adjacent. Country club adjacent, baby. Country club adjacent. Country club adjacent, baby.